Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Today, we are zooming in on this topic of being a peace ambassador. The working definition for the word ambassador that we use is a person, a person who acts as a representative or a promoter of peace in this case. And of course, when we look at it from the spiritual angle and the knowledge of the Brahma Kumaris, the basic understanding around peace is that we are innately beings of peace. We are spiritual beings, souls, and that our original, our innate state is a state of peace. And when I said we, say we or our or I don't mean the physical, the human being part, because the body does have certain needs and there are certain physical, what would be the word? Needs, the best way to describe it, that need to be fulfilled for the body. But when we talk about I or us or we mean the soul. And the soul is innately a being of peace, the real self, the being of consciousness that we are. Innately, peace is our natural state. Now, why don't we experience that peace? What has happened to us? And why do we need reminders like these power boosts and these topics like becoming an ambassador of peace? Invitation to be an ambassador of peace. First of all, we would have to have a practice that emerges that innate peace in us. We would have to have a certain activities that remind us about who we truly are, and also to stop doing that what makes us peaceless. Now, if we are beings of peace, then why have we become peaceless? Again, coming back to the spiritual understandings, we have started to identify with the body. We have started to identify with the different parts that we play, the different roles that we act out. We started to identify with that, and we started to get attached to things that are limited and temporary. And because we identify with it, we grow attached to it, we start building our sense of self and our sense of security on things that are limited. And that makes us insecure and peaceless and restless and needy and desiring. So, although the soul in its innate state is full and complete, a being of peace, a being who is timeless and immortal, a being who is free, a being who is beautiful, a being of peace, a being of love, a being with innate higher potential, innate divine nature. We don't see that, and we don't recognize that anymore of ourselves. We don't experience that because we look outwards. And we think, if I have this, if I have that, if I have this, then I will be in peace. If I am like this, if I am like that, if I am like this, then I will be okay. So we externalize our peace, and we forget that we don't really need anything. Okay, body has needs, so you give it water, you give it food, whatever it needs. But that is the body. That is not the real self. And so to become an ambassador of peace means to live again that peace that is you, that being that is independent, full, complete as a soul, child of the Supreme, one who is a traveler through time and space, one who is a guest on this planet, the soul, the real me. And meditation is the practice of reminding myself and re-emerging that soul conscious state in which peace is natural. And once we are again in touch with that innate nature, when we are experiencing that peace that is irrespective of our sense experiences, that is irrespective of whatever happens around us, a peace coming from the soul. When we experience that vibration can touch others. Our thoughts, our feelings, our behavior, our attitude becomes one of peace and brotherhood. Then we are an ambassador of peace. We then represent peace, and it can find its way into our whole functioning, and it can touch others. It can inspire others. So would you like to be an ambassador of peace? Then re-emerge your innate nature of peace. And one way to do that is to educate yourself about spiritual matters, to educate yourself about your spiritual identity, and to practice meditation. So enjoy this journey. And this is an open invitation for everyone who wants to be an ambassador of peace. This evening's talk here at the Meditation Center will be all about the ambassador of peace. So this is also an open invitation for this evening session where there will be more information and more tips on how to be an ambassador of peace. So let's have some meditation now. Emerging that awareness that we are, all of us, all human beings, are spiritual beings, actually. Invisible, immortal beings of consciousness. No one truly dies. Body has its expiry date, but the one who is using the body, the one who is experiencing everything, the one who has certain feelings and ideas, the being of consciousness, the real self, the soul, is immortal. And just reflect on this. A timeless, invisible, pure spiritual being, living light. This body is our temporary vehicle, and we use the vehicle with appreciation, respect. But I'm not the vehicle. The real self is neither male nor female, nor black or white or brown. That is just the color of the vehicle. The real self is timeless living light. Try to grasp that mind. That is free from needs, free from desires. Just be pure light. Just try also and grasp this state where there are no needs, no desires. Just be peaceful, loving, joyful. Just this thought of zero needs, what a peace already that brings. And of course, there is this whole drama of human life going on all over and all around us. But try and think of that as an extra experience. It exists as a play. All these living lights, souls, have come into the world of matter, put on this costume, take on this vehicle. They play out a part. And at the end of the play, all invisible actors, souls, will just go back to the invisible dimension of silence and light, the home of souls. We have come on this great stage, play different parts, and then go back to the soul world. Souls are and remain forever what they are: peaceful, eternal living lights. Children of the Supreme Light. And as we play the part using the body, let us hold that awareness. Who we truly are, where we have come from, where we will go back. Live in the awareness. of being a being of peace, a representative of our true nature, a representative of peace. This is also the real meaning of Om Shanti. I am a being of peace.